Hi guys. Last week I posted this photo of Anita in the clouds, and it was a big hit. So today, let's visit some studio photos from 1980. Taking photos of nudes is difficult. You have to be very careful. They can't be pornographic or offensive. They can be sexy, but not about sex. I think this photograph is particularly beautiful. The vibration between the arm and the stripes and the hip and the stripes really brings you into the photograph. And then down at the bottom where the stripes become a little wonky and are in the foreground, that just sandwiches the nude. And remember, like in all photographs, contrast is really important. Not contrast between black and white, but many different contrasts. In this case, it's curve against straight lines. This picture titled Teapot Nude because I'm thinking that the nude looks like a teapot. But you can see the two triangles made by her arms. And it also makes an oblique line. That's really in contrast to the grid, which is just strings that I made into squares. There's also the contrast between the background and the nude, what the nude is sitting on. Like she's sitting on fabric, and those fabrics have the one that she's sitting on is satin, but the other two are canvas. And so there's a contrast between light and dark there, and a contrast between that fabric and the fabric that is in the background, and all in contrast to the nude, which is curvilinear to all these other things which are rectilinear. This is one of my very first nude pictures, and it's taken in the corner of my studio. So the very back background are tablecloths, party tablecloths that I've tacked to the wall. And then the nude is standing in a corner, and I've made it just torso, so her arms are behind her back. And then in front of her is some dotted Swiss fabric. So we have a contrast between the two different graphic elements, the dotted Swiss and the party tablecloths, and the nude, which is, again, curvilinear. And she's vertical where everything else is horizontal. So there's that contrast of direction. And remember, contrast is really important. In this photo, titled Fingernail Nude, it's important to see that here you see this body, but you only see the curves. And the curves are in contrast to the frame. And the frame is just a simple wood frame, which I've strung strings again. I've used strings to make a linear structure. So there's the linear structure in front, there's the framing of the curved lines of the nude, and then the background, which is a canvas background. What really makes these pictures are the nails, the long nails of the model, and holding outside the frame. So the nude is on the inside of the frame, but again, the frame is being held on the outside by the hands and the nails. A really beautiful picture. The last picture in this short series is looking down on a nude. So I have the background on the floor, which is a crumpled up canvas that I made and dyed myself, and then there's a black cloth in contrast to that, and then the nude is on top of that, on contrast to the black. So you have the curvy line of the nude against the curves of the black, and then you have the hair, which is also in contrast to the other textures of the fabric. So this is a particularly different way of looking at nudes. So, and looking down at nudes, but not really showing the nude, but it really is kind of a target, like a small center, and then a larger, and then a largest. I want to thank my models for trusting me to make photographs that were acceptable and non-offensive, and wish that the gods of Instagram and Facebook could see the merit in something that is artful and not distasteful. Many of these images are in a small book that I published called Nudes, and it can be found on my site, smallphotobooks.com. And thanks for watching.